Going back to when my son was little, so we're going to try to have it more regularly. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the rest of this day. It's going to be an educational experience. We're going to have we have an honored guest, and I think you'll leave here with a head full of knowledge and heart full of love for the art. If you don't already have it, you'll have even more. That's important. Good way to spend a Sunday morning. Okay, I had to print this out because this man, in fact, there were pages and pages and pages of this man's credits. He's a legend in the martial arts community. And when I would say, he's one of the few people around that's been a black belt longer than I have. When I was a white belt, he's not an old man either. He's younger than me. He started when he was little. He comes from a family of martial arts. When I was a white belt, I went to Mike Stone's 4 Seasons Karate Championships in the San Fernando Valley. And in the lightweight black belt division, he was sparring against a man named, he was a very good Okinawan stylist. And they came up to the last round, they eliminated down, and they were sparring for the championship of the lightweight division. And I remember this man did a skip up, sweep the guy's feet when he was parallel on the ground, turning heel kick, punch. He hit him with the heel kick and punch, but the judges could only score 1 point. So the judges stood there going, okay, I can only score 1 point, so point over here. And this man, John Atkinson, was a very good tournament fighter. And this man made him look not too good in that particular. I'm like, oh, this is Dennis Ichikawa. I've heard so much about him. I got to see him in action. That was one of my first, in fact, that was my first introduction to this man. So since then, he's been still active in the martial arts community. He's been active in movies, stunt choreography, and performing in movies. And he has his own karate system. He's now working with Master Farmers in Woodland Hills. And he is, let me read a couple of these things. His nickname, if you don't know it, is Jet. They consider him a pioneer in point sparring and full contact. And he has a record that's unparalleled. He has 6 world titles in 5 different weight classes. And he has an undefeated career, largely undefeated in a 27-year career. That's 27 years is longer than some people have been alive. Between 1974 and 1993, he amassed an undocumented professional record of 49-1-1. He has 35 knockouts. So this man has a record. I could read on and on and on and on and on. But I'm not going to present you the man, the legend, Mr. Urquidez.
Some of you, raise your hand if you have any experience. Boxing, kickboxing, grappling, ground fighting, and so forth. Raise your hand. Okay. So what I'm going to ask for a lot of you, or most of you, if possible, if you have t-shirts on, I'd like for you to take your leg off and your top. But if you don't actually have a t-shirt, then I understand. The idea of you working with each other, you're not working on rank. You're not looking at somebody like, oh, he's a bad guy, I can't go against him. We are talking about going against each other as human beings and how well you are, how good are you under pressure. That's mental. So when you're doing the art, when you're fighting in martial arts, there's technique. With very nice control and speed and quick twitch movements. But when you're in the sport, it's completely different. There is a threat. In the sport, there's a threat to where you will get hit because it's about contact. I started the sport back in '73, which was full contact karate. And there was no rules at the time. But we modified, the word kickboxing was born. in '75 when I fought the first Muay Thai fighter from Thailand. When they brought him here, they asked me if I would fight Muay Thai, and I said I'll fight him because I thought that was his name. I had no idea Muay Thai was. Well, we're still doing full contact karate. And so the word kickboxing from '75 and on, everybody starts saying, well, what's full contact karate? It's like you're boxing, you're kicking, and stuff like that. I said, yes. So it was easy to say yes for kickboxing. From '75 to '80, it started changing. So that means what you've done, and I'm going to ask you not to compare. Okay? Do not compare what I'm going to show you and what you've done. What you've done is perfect. I don't want to change anything. I don't want to replace anything. I want to add to what you already know. That's all I want to do. Just give you, from the vision of your eyes, I want to give you a different vision of striking. But the more important thing to me is if you really want to impress me, let me see your defense, that you have great defense. I really know you can strike. How good are you defending yourself is what is important to me, because when you can defend it, that means you're going to last a long time. If you don't know how to defend it, because to me there's two types of fighters. There's a checker player and a chess player. A checker player will take 2-3 hits to give one. A chess player doesn't like to take no hits and give the 4, 5, and 6. I'm a chess player. And to this point in time in my life, I've had 5 decades of fighting. My first fight was in '58. I've been fighting ever since. And so they say, well, did you retire? I said, I didn't retire anything. And I retire when my maker comes for me. As far as I'm concerned, I change occupations. And I didn't retire anything. I'm still the art of war. I teach the art of war. The art of war is mental warfare, physical warfare, spiritual warfare, character warfare. Any type of energy that comes at you and attacks you, that's warfare. Okay? Girls and women are great at this. They're walking in place, and they're into a place and they look and say, I don't like it. I said, you don't even know. What they don't like is they pick up the energy of his thoughts, his intentions. This is what they pick up. So not that men and boys cannot pick that up. It's just that we're almost in the fixing business. We like to fix things. The thing is, we always say, well, give them a chance. And sure enough, they're right. You know, why? Because they're going deeper than a physical. They're going in a deep internally. And this is what I teach, internal combat. Internal combat means anything that captures your mind, captures your body, which is not your spirit. That means if I can put fear in you, I captured you. If I can get you mad, I captured you. If I can get you frustrated, I captured you. This is important. Remember the mind. The mind needs 3 things. It needs a focus. It needs to focus on what exactly do you want in life. You have to focus. But in that focus, you have to manifest it. If you believe in it, you can manifest anything you focus on. Second of all, your mind is a hero. Okay? You find a hero that not that you can be like him or like her, but you like characteristics of that person, and that's what you like him. And you can grab that characteristic and make it your own. And third of all, your mind needs mantras. It needs to repeat. It's not like you're walking around saying, I'm great, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. It's not about repeating. It's about mantras to remind you of your better self. This is your reward. Okay, so this is what I'm going to pass to you. So I'm going to ask you, first of all, have fun making mistakes. If you're one afraid of making mistakes, you will make the same mistake over and over again. But if you're one that makes a mistake, and I'm going to give you that, I'm going to allow you to make all the mistakes you want, but on one. The only way you can make a mistake is you got to smile when you make it. You got to laugh at it when you make it. Why?